Well, those are the headlines on our top focus. Delhi's air quality, which continues to be in the severe category. The AQI has been recorded at 571 as a hazardous blanket of smog has engulfed the national capital. The situation has prompted the government to implement an 8-point action program for stage 4 of GRAP. Meanwhile, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, he has already in fact held a high-level meeting over the AQI crisis. We had in fact seen visuals of that earlier. Joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Brian Thomas. He's joining us from the PSRI hospital at the Press Enclave. Mark, Brian, over to you. What can you tell our viewers? How is it like over there? Brian, can you hear me? There's an audio problem at Brian's end, it seems. Meanwhile, my colleague Arzu joins us via the phone line to give us details. Arzu, over to you. It seems as if Arzu can also not hear me. There seems to be an audio connectivity as far as both our reporters are concerned. But very interesting developments taking place in the national capital for over the last few days. You can see visuals of the smog that has enveloped the national capital and surrounding areas. Pollution levels, of course, on the rise. Delhi air quality recorded at 571 today. This is, of course, the latest that we're tracking for all our viewers on the broadcast. Meanwhile, of course, political mudslinging taking place. The Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP, they are trading barbs at each other. It seems like Arzu is back with us. Arzu, over to you. Where are you? What can you tell our viewers about the air quality index in the place where you are?
Well, right now I'm at the Okhla barrage, and let me show you the visuals from this side. You could see, the air pollution is increasing day by day, and along with that, the water pollution is also on rise. This is the visuals of the holy river Yamuna, and the visuals are very sad and disappointing to see the holy river like this. The Yamuna river stretch in the national capital region has become the most polluted part of the river over the last few years, and these visuals are the proof that how dirty the river Yamuna is. And every time the Chhat Puja is around the corner, the Chhat Puja after Diwali, the Chhat Puja will come, and the women, the children will worship here on the banks of the river Yamuna. At the same, every year we see the same visuals, and this time also you could see the foam on the water can be clearly seen. The daily discharge is more than 2,000 million liters per day of wastewater in the Yamuna river. Of this, only 300 million liters is contributed by the industrial sector, and all the majority of the water, the waste material is being dumped in the river Yamuna from the from the untreated sewage, as the administration has no other way
to dump the sewage waste. And in fact, also we would like to show you the air quality here at the Okhla barrage. You could see, the air quality is very bad, the very unhealthy at this point of time. You could see, the haziness in the weather can be clearly seen. The buildings are not visible. The haze can be clearly seen. This is the afternoon, and nobody could say, it's 1 o'clock, and you could see, the haziness in this weather can be clearly seen. The sun is on the top, but still the blurriness is in the weather. The view cannot be clearly seen. The invisibility is there in the weather. Yes.
Indeed, a rather shocking picture behind you at the moment. If you can still have Arzu's visual, reflected, so our viewers can in fact see how, absolutely shocking it is at the moment, how absolutely polluted it is behind her. You could have seen the Yamuna River. You can see the Yamuna River itself being polluted, not to mention the air also, which of course is polluted. Arzu, back to you. What else can you show our viewers? We can see industrial waste also. We can see the smog behind you. It's a rather sorry sight.
Well, absolutely. The AQI in the national capital is being recorded more than, 400 AQI is being recorded continuously in the national capital. In fact, I would like to show you the visuals because it is easy to understand from the visuals how polluted the national city, the national capital is. Right now, I am at the Okhla barrage and you could see, the foam in the water can be clearly seen. And in fact, the AQI in the national capital is, is going to 900. More than that, which is very unhealthy, and the people are facing problem. In fact, the eye infection, the throat infection, the itchiness in their eyes. In fact, few people that are coming from other states also saying that they have not expecting this in the national capital, that they will see like these visuals. They are coming here to see India Gate, but the smog is not letting them see it. Also, Delhi has the highest level of biological oxygen demand among all its stretch of the river. BOD measures the amount of oxygen required to remove waste organic matter from water. It means the highest BOD, the lowest quality of water. So, the highest BOD is there in the Yamuna river, which means the quality of water is very low. And this can be clearly seen. There is no need to prove anything. Everything is on the screen and you could see, the foam on the water is the proof that how badly the Yamuna is affected from the industrial waste, from the waste that is being dumped in the river Yamuna. The air pollution is increasing, the water pollution is increasing, and who is suffering? The people living in the national capital are currently suffering from all these pollution that is on rise in the national capital. Yes.
Indeed, and speaking about the national capital, Arzu, I'd like to thank you, but also joining us is our colleague Brian. As I mentioned earlier, he's from Press Enclave. Mark, Brian, what can you tell us? How's the situation like there?
I am at a hospital, a PSRI hospital, which is situated at Press Enclave, Mark, and I have been joined by Dr. Neetu Jain, who is the senior consultant pulmonology from the hospital, and she will be giving more updates on what is happening, what should be done, the precautions, the advisory. So, hello, ma'am. Welcome to NewsX. Ma'am, my very first question to you would be, what advisories are you or you as a doctor will be giving to the normal public who are just outside?
Okay, so to the normal public, avoid going outside is one advisory which I will give to everybody, specifically in early morning hours and late evening hours when air is heavier and you are breathing pollutants at your breathing level. Also, don't do morning exercises, evening exercise, because you breathe at much higher rate when you are exercising. So that's not a great idea for anybody to be breathing at a higher rate when pollution level is so high. If you absolutely have to exercise indoor. Then another thing is that if you have disease like asthma, COPD or any respiratory illnesses, you have to be more careful than average public. Do not stop your medication. Visit your pulmonologist, visit your respiratory physician to know what should be done further for your disease and if there is any need of escalation of antibiotics. If you're getting some symptoms, do not ignore them. Do not ignore your cough. Do not ignore your shortness of breath. Do not ignore your wheeze, and if you are having prolonged cough for more than 7 days, then you need to visit a physician. Some home remedies or cough syrup will not be sufficient. So these are broader thing, and you can use air purifiers at home which have a good CADR value, a good HEPA filter and low noise value. Many such air purifiers are available in the market at decent cost. So it's a good idea to invest in air purifier. If you absolutely have to go out, try and use N95 mask. You can use N95 mask with an expiratory valve to make your breathing easier. That is totally acceptable.
And any advisories for pregnant women or kids, because the kids, the schools have been also closed because of the higher air quality that is happening, that is reaching, even today was more than 400, and it has reached the severe category for the past 2 to 3 days. So any advisories to the children or the pregnant women?
So it is clear from previous research that there is going to be a growth retardation in children as well as lung growth retardation in children who are exposed to extreme level of air pollution, and Delhi at this point in time is most polluted city of the world. So advisory is that of course children cannot be playing outside, though it is a very bad idea for children not to be playing outside, but we have to arrange for some activity inside the home so that they are not going outside, they are not doing outdoor sports which is equivalent to outdoor exercise. So that is one advisory for the children. And children do get a lot of cold and cough, so you treat it normally with the sort of home remedies and all. I think this is not the time to treat your cold and cough with home remedies. One should visit the pediatrician as soon as my children get some symptoms.
And are you getting a lot of patients as well now at your in this hospital, in this very hospital?
Yes. So last 3 patients I seen before you came in were all my stable patients who have been stable for an year or so now, and now they have come in with exacerbation, increased cough and wheezing, and I had to prescribe oral steroids to them because they were not getting better with their inhalers and nebulizer. So we are definitely getting a lot of patients. I think about 70% of my patients who are coming to me, my OPD, are related to air pollution.
And also, like, there has been eye irritation also apart from breathing. So any specific symptoms that the patients are facing?
Yeah. So other than breathing issues, people are complaining of headaches. Pollution is bringing a lot of headaches to the people, and people who are prone to migraines are getting frequent migraine almost every day. Eye irritation another symptom, throat irritation another symptom, nasal discharge is another symptom which people are facing so much. The boy who came in just before you came in had extreme throat irritation, which I cannot relate to anything other than pollution. So, and a feeling of fatigue, feeling of not sleeping well, feeling of getting up in the morning and not wanting to go to work, and depression. These are the symptoms which I am seeing more often in people.
And my very last question to you would be, any food habits that one should pertain to avoid the pollution? Is there any food habit that they should do, any dietary subject or anything of that sort?
I can't say that any food will help them avoid the pollution. Pollution is there and we are all exposed to that. But keeping yourself hydrated, I mean, that means that taking a lot of fluids in terms of water or other fluids is a very good idea. That will keep you going through the day and keep your side effects little less than what you will get otherwise. Other than that, you can use some antioxidant, use turmeric in your food, use cinnamon, use some other foods which are rich in antioxidants. That is good for general health and immunity. So that is anyways advisable to everybody to take some multivitamin or take some dry fruits every day, take antioxidants rich food every day. And another thing is that you can take omega-3 fatty acid rich food every day. That can help.
Thank you. So this was Dr. Neetu Jain, who gave a very strong perspective on what should be done, the proper advisories that needs to be implemented by people, be it morning walkers or joggers, or by any of us.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.